Yo, what's happening, you dull do-blades? Today we're taking a look at Pedro Torres' top 4 Jolteon Zapdos Jirachi deck from the special event in France over the weekend. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about this deck. The one thing that's really interesting to me is the 4 Volkner. So by the looks of it, it looks like Lily into Volkner, and then do whatever you want from there. Lily into Guzma, maybe. Same kind of strategy overall as a more straightforward Zapdos Jirachi deck, but there is the Jolteon line in the deck as well as a Zeraora GX, which I guess it can be nice to close out. Oh, Zeraora and the Tapu Koko, but Tapu Koko is pretty much always going to be there. No matter what lightning deck you're playing, Tapu Koko is just kind of too good not to play. Then also on top of that, there is the Zeraora GX, which gives you other options to like close out games or give your Pokemon free retreat, which can be kind of cool. So yeah, this is his list. I thought it looked pretty interesting. I definitely want to give it a try. So let's go ahead and see how it runs. Into that first game here, playing what appears to be some kind of lightning mirror match. Got double boards and a Cynthia. We're just gonna go run with that. Retreat to the Jirachi, and then we'll see what he gives us from there. Could look to set up a Jolteon early here. I think we will if this does not lead to anything fantastic. Actually gave us some options here. I'm liking the Nest Ball grab here because it can get us a Zapdos. I don't want to be aggressive early with the Jolteon if we don't have to until we know what we're playing against. So I am going to grab the Nest Ball here. I don't even really want to play it down, but I may as well. Just go ahead and grab a Zapdos, put an energy on it. That'll be fine. It'll be alright. I'm sure it'll be alright. And I'm not going to bench the EV yet because we don't really need to. And just go ahead and pass over to our opponent. Attached to Zeraora. Not a great start from our opponent at all. Oh, they're playing a Turbo Ray deck though, so it's actually not too bad. Oh, it's Vikavolt. Alright, so it's probably, yeah, Rayquaza, Vikavolt. Could be Bulu, I guess, but I doubt that's the case. I assume it's Rayquaza. Especially with the Mysterious Treasure there. Gotta assume it's Rayquaza at this point for sure. See, there's the Let Loose Marshadow. Kind of wish I had benched the Eevee now, but I didn't really know what I was playing against, so I didn't want to like commit it down yet. Could become an easy focus for early Zapdos knockout. Definitely something I don't want to have happen to our Eevee. So we're chilling with this. It's fine. Hit up that Stellar Wish. I think a Cynthia would be ideal here. Oh, that is a rough Stormy Winds. Loses the Charge-a-Bug and the Tapu Koko Prism. There's a Grubbin. Alright. Let's see. So we want to start punching stuff. Zeraora is pretty good to start punching. Let's start with a Stellar Wish here. See what we can't grab. Switch and Ultra Ball. Not great options. Take the Switch. Choice Band. Oop, there's a Choice Band as well. Oops, didn't even see that. Oops. I definitely want the Choice Band, I think. And then we're gonna go ahead and Volkner, get a Lightning Energy for sure, and then probably just another Nest Ball to give ourselves more options. We have 3 damage modifiers right now. Could go ahead and grab another one, I guess. We could always do that next turn. Nest Ball gives us more options off of what Pokemon to take, but we could just take the damage modifier now, actually. What else do we have for options? We got the Zeraora, we got the Koko GX. Yeah, I think I like the idea of the Nest Ball right here. Nest Ball like for Koko GX, Ultra Ball for next turn, grab this with Ultra Ball, get the other one, and then we get a bunch of energy in play. Yeah, I like the idea of this, I think. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the Jolteon. I'm not super scared of it being knocked out this turn, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it, put it in play. get it. I was trying to retreat and punch this thing. Yeah, that's fine with me. And then we're looking at using Koko GX, uses GX attack and knock out a Rayquaza GX next turn. This thing is pretty much set up to be knocked out whenever, and then we'll keep these for later. I could also just knock it out with like, well, I don't know, using Jolteon's GX attack doesn't seem that great, so I don't want to really go out of my way to do that, I don't think. Zeraora later on. Yeah, I'll probably just hold on to the damage modifiers here for later. Can make a big play with Jolteon perhaps, or even a Zapdos. We need 3 damage modifiers, like either way. Well, this guy needs 4 damage modifiers to KO Rayquaza. Jolteon needs 3, so we can definitely pull something off with the Jolteon to take a knockout potentially. It all comes down to what our opponent actually ends up doing on their turn. There's the Vikavolt, there's an attach here. They're definitely putting in at least 4 energy in play, so the Coco GX will for sure be able to take out a Rayquaza. And then from there, we just need to find 4 more prize cards. The Zeraoras is probably going to be 2 of them. There's this Marshadow on the bench. Actually, if he attacks with the Zeraora, that's even better for us, I feel like. There's a Judge. A ton of harassment in our opponent's deck. That's a second Judge, I believe. Yeah, second Judge. So a ton of annoying cards. We might just GX this with the Jolteon then instead. GX the Zeraora. That seems a little overkill. Probably go with a Head Bolt, actually, or a Zapdos. If we can get a Zapdos, we have the Viridian Force to find the energy. If we just find a Nest Ball off the Stellar Wish, we're good to go with that. Really comes down to what our opponent ends up doing on their turn. It looks like it's going to be a knockout with the Zeraora onto our Zapdos. That's fine with me, though. Like I said, if we get a Nest Ball, kind of get anything. Oh, to the Rayquaza, it looks like they have a poor hand, and it's going to be not even going to Tempest. They're just going to retreat and pass. I'm not sure about that one at all. I don't think that one's going to pan out super well for them. We could hit him with the Escape Rope. I think it's just going to be the way to go. I would prefer it if it was a switch, but I can't get everything that we want. Well, they'll probably push up Marshadow here. Yep. And we'll push up Jirachi and Stellar Wish. Faulkner's pretty good. Not the best, but it's going to have to do. Faulkner, we get another Lightning Energy. I don't really want to give them access to the stadium, so we're not going to put it in play yet. So we're going to get an Energy and an Ultra Ball, I think, here. Potential to Ultra Ball for the Coco GX. Whenever we want, really, I think is what I want access to. So we're going to grab these 2. We're going to throw an Energy in play on the Absol. Just keep energies in play for the Coco GX to potentially utilize. And then we'll retreat and take a knockout on this Marshadow. So yeah, Rayquaza is going to make its way active no matter what eventually for us to take a knockout on. And then from there, we're going to have to kind of figure out the rest of our prize cards. Zeraora should be a pretty reasonable knockout as well at some point. And then Rayquaza, like I said, will make its way active. We'll knock out that. So it's really just have to find one more prize card. Could be the Shaman. That's fine with me if they want to give us that Shaman at some point. So yeah, a lot of options for what our prize cards could be to close out the rest of this game here. Lily, nothing spectacular. For 3, they're looking for a Grass Energy. I'm sure they actually want to attack with the Shaman this turn, but them attacking with the Rayquaza is also fine. It's like not that important for them to actually attack with a what's it called here? It's not really that important for them to attack with Shaman here. It would just be convenient for them. Well, they got the second Vikavolt, so they can definitely attack with the Shaman here if they want. Let's take a look at their energy situation. 3 in the discard pile. No energy retrieval in the discard pile. Or energy recycler. Let's see what they go with. They could still attack with this. Yeah, they're going to commit to the Shaman knockout here. This is, like I said, 100% fine with me. We'll have to muster up some kind of KO on this next turn. Send up the Jirachi. See what options we get from that. But yeah, we just need really a Zapdos to take the knockout here on the Shaman. And that will not be too difficult for us to get. I'm going to start with the Stellar Wish here. We have a Guzma as well. I really want to keep the Lily. Definitely want access to the Guzma. And I definitely want to draw cards with the Lily, I feel like. So I think we go Ultra Ball away, Jirachi, and Viridian Force. We're going to get the Zapdos. There he is. Attached to him. Lily for 3. Knock out, this does 80, right? Yeah, knock out this Shaman and then look to build up, get to the rest of it, build up for the rest of our knockouts from there. Like I said, Zeraora and the Rayquaza look like it's going to be our next knockouts. It's just going to be a matter of time. There's a second Guzma. So yeah, looking like those are going to be our next knockouts. We have no energy in hand, which is a little rough. But hopefully they attack us with a GX this turn, and then we can go ahead and like dig with Lily to try and find the energy. That would be ideal. There's a Guzma on our Jolteon. Jolteon's definitely going down here. Nope, not quite, I guess. They might be out of energy. 6, they didn't even look for a recharge. 10, 11 energy. I guess it's possible they're out of energy. I wouldn't have guessed they'd be out of energy, though. Not sure what our opponent is scheming here. I think I want to go ahead and use that Coco GX here. Get rid of these two. Grab the Coco GX. Going to retreat into the Jirachi first. Oh wait, did I mess this up? No. Stellar Wish. Nest Ball. Did I mess this up? I don't think so. I could have taken the Thunder Mountain there, I guess. Nest Ball. Grab another Jirachi. We're then going to Guzma up. Oh no, wait. We want to KO the Rayquaza. That's right, the Rayquaza's in the action. I was thinking about Guzma knocking out this, but we're just going to KO the Rayquaza. Okay, so I definitely should have taken the Thunder Mountain there. I don't know what I was thinking. For some reason, I was thinking Zorora was in the active. Rayquaza was on the bench. Not quite. This is actually the situation we're in. We're going to go ahead and throw a Choice Band down here. Just get the thing ready to go. And then Tapu Thunder GX. Hold on to the damage modifier here. Knock this guy out. Yeah, I'm not sure what I was thinking there at all. Definitely should have taken Thunder Mountain off this first one. For some reason, I thought I was Guzmaing up the Zorora to knock that out. And I was far from doing that. Yeah, that was never in the playbook, actually. I just didn't realize it until I looked at his board state again. So yeah, we're set up to win here. Should have already been set up to win, but the prize card kind of bails us out here on this Lightning. I was a little sloppy in this first game here, but it wasn't too bad. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. A little sloppy, not too bad. That's a new animation for when it recycled the energy. I don't think I've ever seen it look like that before. It's kind of cool. I wonder if they just changed the way the deck shuffles now? No, that animation's still the same. The energy recycler animation, that looked new though. Alright, there's another Rayquaza out, but they're gonna have to let loose us. I mean, if they have a Rescue Stretcher, they can hit us with a let loose, or judge us again. They do play 2 judge, who knows how many judge they actually play. But if not, I expect this Vikavolt to just kind of punch our active, I guess, at this point. I mean, I guess they could put enough energy in. Oh, they have the Zeraora, so yeah, they can retreat this with just 1 Lightning on this and then attack us with Rayquaza. But that's not going to quite do it for our opponent. We know we have game set up, ready to go. Just need them to not disrupt our hand, and we're good to go. So it's just a matter of time on this one, I feel like. Let them go ahead and play through their last couple actions here. They don't know we have it locked up for sure. They know we have a Guzma in hand, I think, because we got off Stellar Wish, but they don't know we have energy for sure. So we'll just have to... did they forget to put Lightnings back? Nope, there they go. Lightning to the active. Now we should see second Strong Charge come out here, putting a Lightning on the Rayquaza. Maybe a Grass to this Vikavolt. Or just getting Lightning out here is probably the best way to go. Because you have 2 Vikavolts set up, you should be able to get out the rest of the energy like out of your deck next turn if you want to put it anywhere. Yep, and they finally clean up our Tapu Koko GX, but we know it doesn't matter. Send up Jirachi. Yeah, so this is about what I expect from this matchup. They didn't draw super hot. We didn't draw super hot on our side either, though. I felt like I definitely feel like this matchup is like eventually we win. We have so many more options. We're so much faster, so much more aggressive in the early game potentially, and then we can kind of just avoid GXs and play for a while as well, and just take the favorable prize trade at some point. And that's it. We close out this first game pretty easily, pretty handily against this PikaRom in this first game here. Get into another one here. Our hand is not great. Looks like we're playing against some kind of lightning mirror match. Yeah, our hands are not great, but our opponent did mulligan once, and we've got Stellar Wish, plus at the very least we get hit with a Zapdos on our turn. Our opponent is going first, so I'm not too worried about it. I think our hand is overall fine. Just have to wait and see what our opponent's playing. Kind of make our Nest Ball just choice from there, and then follow up with a Stellar Wish, hoping for probably a Lily. Any kind of draw supporter would be great, or at least something to keep us in the game past this turn. At the very least, that's what we're looking for. Alright. Opponent's Pokemon comes down finally. No idea what we're playing against, but we're about to find out here in just a second. Oh, that's not true. We know it's a lightning deck. Probably some type of... I mean, it could be Zapdos, it could be Baptos, it could be PikaRom. That is the PikaRom. It is the PikaRom. I'm not going to want to be using Jolteon early. Maybe later to close out the game. Going to be opening up early on with the Zapdos for sure, though. Probably go ahead and hit this with the Choice Band, get the 110 in there, and then we can clean this up later with the Zapdos hit. Kind of depends on what we draw and what our opponent does. If they put like 2 PikaRoms in play, and if we get a Guzma off the Stellar Wish instead of a draw supporter, could just go with Guzma, punch a PikaRom. I'd also be fine with that on my turn. Yeah, really just comes down to what our opponent does on their turn. I mean, I could go with like Nest Ball for... I could go like Electro Bullet. Oh, wow, they're being aggressive with the Thunder Mountain. That is fine with me. And then the Let Loose. This is also fine with me. My hand, like I said, like I've been saying, not great. Now with the Let Loose down, we can look to go KO Zorora. KO, or hit Zeraora, and then KO this thing, and then KO Marshadow, KO Zeraora, and our hand, 4 of the other cards that we just had in it. Alright, Stellar Wish, give me something good. There's the Lily. Gonna draw some cards. We're gonna go ahead and bench the Absol and attach to it, because the Thunder Mountain is play, so we can still hit with like a Zapdos if we wanted to. This turn, if we draw what we need, and we do. This hand is great. It's great. Gonna go ahead and hit this Zeraora for 80. Don't think we need to do anything else. Yep, Zeraora for 80. Our hand doesn't, I know, probably doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's enough to keep us in the game, and as long as you keep drawing stuff to keep you in the game as a Zapdos deck, that's all you really need. As long as you're still in the game, you're still in the game. I know it might sound a little weird, but that's literally, that's it. As long as you're still in the game, you're still in the game. That's all I got. That's all I got. It's all you need. It's all I got. It works out. Just staying on in the game. Ultra Ball from our opponent, so their hand is far from dead. Thunder Mountain is sticking. That's fine with me. We don't really have a way to bump it besides the Viridian Forest. Our own Thunder Mountain is kind of locked up into our hand, but I really don't mind that they put it into play this early. It can be pretty helpful, actually. Help us set up energy, get in play. We do have the favorable prize trade advantage, whatever you want to call it, pretty heavily, in my opinion, in this matchup. So we just need to see cards, and we should be able to win this game. We just need to see a reasonable amount of cards. We're going with a Volkner play here, so I assume it's going to be for like a switch plus lightning energy. And then they'll switch into the PikaRom and attack. Ooh, escape rope. Oh no, they're going to KO our Absol. That's super annoying. Unless we want to give them the Jirachi, but I don't think we want to give them the Jirachi. I think we want to send up the Jirachi after that and let them knock out that. So I think it is going to be the Absol that goes up here. I'm trying to think of if there is a better way to play it out, but no, I think Absol's got to go. I don't like it, but it's not the worst thing ever. Could still pull off potentially a Coco GX play next turn if we wanted to, which is what I might go for if I can get an Ultra Ball. Coco would get the energy back, and then we could just take the knockout with Coco GX. As long as they take at least 3 energy here. They're going heavy into the PikaRom. They are investing everything into the PikaRom. Shouldn't really be too hard for us to see an Ultra Ball here. There's 4 Volkner, 4 Ultra Ball, or 4 Volkner, 3 Ultra Ball. 4 bleh. Thunder Mountain's in play, so we're just ready to go. Stellar Wish. There's the Ultra Ball. Grab that, skis. Gonna Ultra Ball away Jolteon plus Thunder Mountain, because we have full control over when Thunder Mountain leaves play. So we should be able to make a reasonable play based on that. Could also... Jolteon's going for sure. Jolteon plus Thunder Mountain? Jolteon plus a skateboard. Oof. I don't know how much it matters at this point. I think this game is pretty much wrapped up as long as Coco GX is in there, but Coco GX could not be in there. That's also a possibility. So I think I'm going to go like this to keep the escape board. If Coco's in here, I think this game is pretty much wrapped up. Coco is in there, so I think this game is pretty much wrapped up. Matter of time at this point. Dance of the Ancients to the Zapdos. Hit him with the Coco. This is one of the reasons the matchup is so favorable. They like the price trade early on against the Zapdos is unfavorable, but then when they finally commit to a big thing, like the Pikachu Zekrom, we have the follow-up of the Coco GX, maybe Jolteon not so much, and then also the Zeraora. And yeah, we just basically get to choose when we want to use GXs, whereas they're more forced into using GXs just with how their deck is built. They play a lot more GXs than non-GXs, sometimes no non-GXs, and they kind of have to just, like, they're kind of at the mercy of our GX Pokemon whenever we want to actually put them in play. We don't have to put them in play, but when we do want to put them in play, we put them in play. And yeah, I think we have this one pretty much locked up from here. They're going to need a whole ton to go right for them on this turn specifically for them to have a chance at this point. And I don't think they're going to get it. I think we get, like I said, I think we got this one locked up. Just a matter of time. They can retreat into something like the Lele, but we do have the Guzma, so we will just be taking this Zeraora out, removing all their energy from play. I guess we could just knock out the active and then look to Guzma this later. I think I'm going to start with a switch and just see what the Stellar Wish gives me. See what kind of options I draw into off of this. This electric power is pretty good. Alright, attached to this guy. Yes, second Jolteon is in here, I believe. Yep. I think we're just going to go Guzma. Knock this thing out with... Could use the Thunderous Assault. I don't hate that. 1 E-Power plus that for Thunderous Assault. But we could keep a bunch of E-Powers to eventually KO another Pikachu Zekrom if that should come up. So I don't hate taking that KO here with the Coco GX. I think this is fine. Hold on to the E-Powers. I don't know. We're so far ahead, it's like hard for me to come up with a play. It's hard to come up with a wrong play. Every play seems right. That's what kind of happens when you get into these situations. Every play is really good. Kind of want to just come up with the best play, though. And yeah, our opponent concedes. Committed really heavily to their early PikaRom. Didn't work out. Easy dub there. Rolling into the last game here. Not a great start, but anything with Jirachi and something to do for sure on our turn is not terrible in a Jirachi Zapdos deck. And playing against another PikaRom. That's fine with me. Easy dubs rolling through. Yeah, the matchup is pretty good. Yeah, we at least have a Volkner. We have access to Stellar Wish as well. We got stuff to do for sure. Just, you know, kind of have to go through the motions and we'll be all right. Especially if they can give us a prize off their Jirachi. That would be great. I would love it if they went to the Jirachi and gave us a prize this turn. Escape rope it up. That's fine with me. We'll switch into a... Switch or retreat with an escape board into a Zapdos next turn probably. And go ahead and take that little guy out. That's fine with me, like I said. Then from there... Look to KO the Pikachu Zekrom and then maybe something like a Zeraora or a Tapu Lele GX. Depends what our opponent goes through with on their turn. Second Jirachi comes down. That's another prize potentially later on. Kind of just depends how the game develops. Might even go for an Ultra Ball if this Volkner... Well, we'll see what the Stellar Wish gives us. Plus our top deck. Like every single, like... That's why I like this deck so much. Every single card choice you make of what to take off of Stellar Wish, every card you draw, every extra card you have can completely change how you play out a turn. Like, it's just so involved. That's why I love this deck so much. There's like so many micro decisions, and then just having just more cards in general is such a big deal. I don't know. Everything about this deck, I love. Everything about any deck that plays Jirachi. Heavy Jirachi count. Heavy Jirachi count decks, Jirachi Zapdos decks, basically, I guess. I'm a huge fan. I love playing them. You get so many options, so many different things you have to choose from, and just, I love it. I love it. Although sometimes they're not the best play depending on the meta. Usually Muck holding them back a little bit. As long as Muck's not holding them back too much, it's not a big deal. Good to go. You're rolling. You're balling. Second Stellar Wish coming out of our opponent, and another Lily. That's not great. So they either have like a Cynthia in hand, or they just are gonna have to go with second Lily next turn. Like I said, not great though. All right, top deck, hopefully good, not great. Gonna go ahead and Viridian Force away one of these. Set up for the potential Coco Prism early on. Whoa, Coco Prism's prized. All right, that's no good. Oh no, he's in hand. Even better. Freaked out there for a second. Shouldn't have. No reason to. I think we grab the Cynthia here. Yeah, gonna grab Cynthia. Could either play the Cynthia or we could just Volkner. I think Volkner is the way to go. Nest Ball, Lightning Energy, or we could get the Ultra Ball like I talked about. But the Viridian's in place, so that can help us get another Lightning in the discard pile. Anyways, or we might just get knocked out, which once again puts a Lightning Energy in the discard pile. So this will do for me. A little low on Pokemon here early in play, which kind of sucks. To be able to actually get like reasonable value out of the Coco Prism, but we have time to find more Pokemon. We're not short of Pokemon in the deck. We just gotta find them there. Nest Ball is great. Yeah, I definitely want to look to maybe if they attack with PikaRom next turn, I want to look to make a Coco GX play next turn, depending on our top deck. What our Stellar Wish sees, but yeah, definitely looking to make a Coco GX play next turn and kind of like take over the game from there if they are able to attack with their PikaRom. I mean, I see no reason why they wouldn't be able to. They got everything pretty much set up, ready to go. So it's just kind of like, don't misplay, seems to me. But who knows? Their hand might be worse than I think it is. We'll see here shortly. Yeah, they really only need Energy Attachment, which they can for sure get through the Viridian. And then the Coco Prism, which shouldn't be hard to get access to either. There's the Volkner. So I expect us to be getting PikaRom'd here with the full Blitz. Yeah, I don't see this one going any other way but the full Blitz this turn. But we'll see. You never know. Maybe they prize the Coco. Escape rope energy. So we'll see what this leads to. Unfortunately, that means we're going to probably lose our Jirachi, which actually kind of stinks. Definitely stinks to lose Jirachi here. There's a Viridian Force as well. They probably should have done that before using the Stellar Wish, but it's not a huge deal. Who knows if they would have even seen anything better or different. Anyways, there's the attach to the PikaRom, and I guess it could end up with a pass here. But there's the Nest Ball, so I'm expecting our opponent to go ahead and grab Coco Prism to their Pikachu Zekrom, and then play the Escape Rope, knocking out our Jirachi, probably fully charging up their Coco Prism, or their Pikachu Zekrom. I still think the same thing's going to happen, but they might just have the Coco Prism in hand. I guess it's also possible they have... Yeah, there's the Ultra Ball for Coco Prism. I'm almost sure here. Almost positive. If not, once again, I still think they probably have it in hand. One of the two. That's the only way I see this going. Get rid of Eevee and Switch. So they're pretty lightning boxy themselves. We haven't seen a Zapdos yet. Now, Zapdos play would have been better here, I think, if they did have access to a Zapdos. Escape Rope, force our Jirachi up, knock it out with a Zapdos sounds way better than committing to a Pikachu Zekrom right now. Like, fully committing to that thing. They're putting all their eggs into this basket here. I would imagine they're going to get energy off of the Pikachu Zekrom as well. Where they'll put it is also going to be a big deal. If they commit it all to the active, sure, they can GX next turn, but then they run the risk of just getting cleaned up by the Coco GX. So we'll see what they go ahead and do with this full blitz. Looks like it's all making its way to the bench. All three of them to the bench. Okay. So that Zeraora is ready to roll. See what we can't do to respond to this. Knock out this, knock out Zeraora. That's all of our prize cards, so that's what we're playing for. I think we go ahead. The Coco is in there. I think we go ahead and grab Jirachi here. I'm going to bench this guy. Attach to the Jirachi. And then play Cynthia. I don't think I want to thin anything out of my hand with that. Couldn't maybe thin out the Jolteon, I guess. Alright, we whiffed. It's not good. Big whiff, actually. Really got nothing going on this turn. We can punch him for 40 if we want. That's not great. Let's go ahead and throw out another Nest Ball. Could take the Zeraora, retreat to the Jirachi, and then try and get a Ultra Ball. I kind of like that, actually. Let's go for it. I'm feeling it. Throw down the Eevee as well. And then we'll go ahead and hit him with their retreat to the Jirachi. I don't really want to put more lightning in the discard pile because I will start to run out. Well, I guess I can get rid of one more. Yeah, maybe past that I'll stop. There we go. And then Stellar Wish, looking for Ultra Ball. That's a Switch, that's a Guzma, that's a Lily. Not quite what we're looking for. I think we're going to go with the Guzma here. Give ourselves that option. Could also go with the Switch or the Lily. Volkner gets us the GX next turn. I think I'm actually going to grab the Lily here. Just want to see cards potentially on the following turn. But yeah, we whiffed. Jirachi's going to go to bed. I'm going to go ahead and use... I'm going to go ahead and use Dance of the Ancients on the Eevee and the Zeraora. Get those guys ready to go. I don't want him to Guzma knock out the Coco GX, the Coco Prism, so this feels a little bit cleaner. So we do have the Volkner to potentially grab Ultra Ball with next turn, and then GX attack, knock this thing out. Then we just have to find a way to deal with the Zeraora. Shouldn't be too difficult, but yeah, we're not in the best of spots anymore. Definitely in a way better spot on our last turn. Leading into this turn, I was expecting to be able to hit the Ultra Ball, Coco GXs, and just kind of roll from there. That's not the case, unfortunately, and we're going to have to do a little bit of cleanup now and try and put some stuff together. Top deck Ultra Ball would be super nice because that allows us to play Lily for the turn. He's going into the Zeraora, which is even worse for us now. Yeah, because KOing this thing, I don't want to GX this. I want to GX the PikaRom. I don't know if I really have a choice anymore. We're going to send up this guy. He's got the free retreat. See what our top deck is. Not great. Same thing. Could potentially set up a play off of this, though. Maybe not. Maybe I just have to GX this. Let's see what this gives us. See what the Stellar Wish gives us. We can maybe make a play off of this. Choice Band and Cynthia does not do anything. Definitely taking the Cynthia. Does not do a whole lot for us. Alright. In quite the spot once again. Could Cynthia to try and find a way to knock this thing out. I don't see a great way for us to actually knock this thing out. Besides Volkner for Ultra Ball. Oh man. Once again in quite the pickle. I think we're just gonna GX knock this out. Volkner. Ultra Ball Energy. 2 energy left, so I just want to hold on to those in the deck. Ultra Ball away, Lily Energy. There's the Coco GX. Grab a couple energies here. We haven't attached that. We could Energy Evolution, or we could look to set up this guy. And then look for the Plasma Fist one-shot on the PikaRom. I actually don't hate that. I think I am going to Viridian Forest here. Kind of thought through it. Keep thinning out the deck. Thunder Mountain and then like 2 E-Powers. Definitely possible. I think that's what we're going to go for. That's the play we're going to look for here. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Tapu Thunder GX, knockout. And then we will see him be bringing up the Jirachi, I guess, this time. There comes the Jirachi. Yeah, we have to look to knock out this Pikachu Zekrom to close this game out here. 3 prizes left. Hopefully he can't set up another attacker out of nowhere. It's definitely possible. Some energy switch plays and then go from there. We see the Volkner grab here, so I assume it's going to be Volkner for probably a Choice Band. We'll see though. They might have other plans in store for us. They can maybe set up the GX attack this turn. I don't think so, right? I guess if they play Rayquaza, they could go attach, energy switch off the Rayquaza, Thunder Mountain, bring it up, GX attack, knock out this, knockout. Oh, maybe they could even knock out our Zeraora. That would be a scary play. Win the game already on this turn for our opponent. They would need a lot. So I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. On our turn, we're just going to look to get the knockout. Oh, they're going into a Zapdos here. I don't know if they're actually going to commit to it. We'll see. If they do that, it's a little scary for me, because then I feel like they have the... Well, they're not set up to Tag Ball, so maybe it's not that scary. There's a Volkner. So once again, I feel like they're going to attack with the Pikachu Zekrom. I guess they could hit us with Zapdos. And then I keep thinking they can just full blitz and then go knockout, but... I mean, that's not really... This thing already has 170. Yeah, they're committing to the Zapdos here. This does not seem... No, they're not. Okay. They are going with this Pikachu Zekrom. Okay. This makes way more sense. This is what I expected to happen. Alright, so we're looking for double E-Power plus Switch card. And yeah, that's our out. That's our out. Double E-Power plus Switch card. We're going to go ahead and put up the Jirachi. It's likely we find a Switch card here. Escape Rope or Skateboard or Switch. So we're just going to go ahead and send him up immediately. He puts the energy on the Zapdos, which is very peculiar. I guess this means they need a Guzma plus a couple things to knock out this guy now. Alright. Viridian Forest, get rid of this. We're just going to fully commit to this play at this point. Grab this guy. Ultra Ball away. Nest Ball and Volkner. Gonna grab... I guess Absol could prevent some kind of shenanigans going on. Attach, and we're looking for Thunderous Mountain, 2 Electro Powers and a Switch card, and we found none of it. So we're gonna dig again here. There's an E-Power. Can utilize that next turn. Found the Thunder Mountain, but not everything else. So we're just gonna take this. It's possible we get Let Loose next turn. We haven't seen a Let Loose from our opponent, so I kind of want to bench this as well. That's fine with me. And then it's going to be a pass. And hope they don't have Guzma. If they have Guzma, the game is over. Their GX attack is still up. There's Tag Ball. They don't need the full effect. There's Lele, so I think that's going to be for the Guzma. So we're going to take a loss here in the last game here. We did draw a little slow. And that is kind of one of the major differences between like this version of the Zapdos Jirachi, kind of with like a little bit added GX attackers, the Jolteon, the Zeraora, the I mean Coco GX is in kind of every Lightning deck right now. It's a little bit clunkier, a little bit slower early on, as opposed to something like a straight Jirachi Zapdos, which I think definitely has a better matchup against the PikaRom. This one is a little bit closer against the PikaRom. They have the Guzma, but they're giving me the angry face, so I think they forgot about Absol. And they might not have an energy in hand. Well, no, they still have the Viridian Forest. Are they out of energy completely? 10. I'm sure they have an energy left. Maybe they play 11 and they prize the last one. That's possible. There's an E-switch. So they're going to be able to clean it up here. E-switch to the Jirachi and retreat. I guess they maybe didn't have one in hand. Maybe they forgot about the Viridian Force as well. But it's also possible they play 11 lightning and the last one is prized. Because there's 4 in here, I believe. Yeah. But that's going to do it. The E-switch is going to close it out there. Knock out our Zeraora with... well, they might go with the full blitz here. Full blitz, it looks like, is going to be the knockout here. Oh, tag ball, extra damage, yeah. So we do take the loss here. Like I said, this matchup is a little bit closer than if we were playing like a straight Zapdos Jirachi. Definitely more favorable as a straight Zapdos Jirachi. A little bit faster, a little bit more aggressive. But yeah, you kind of give up that speed, a little bit of speed, a little bit of consistency, a little bit of aggression to be a little bit more versatile in your matchups. One of the matchups where it does fall short is the PikaRom matchup, and we do take an L here in this last game. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video on the Jolteon Zapdos Jirachi deck. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like. If you've been enjoying the content, be sure to subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to check out my Twitch live stream and social media links in the description below. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.